Hi friends, very good morning. Welcome to our class. Welcome to our channel Anu Academy. Very good morning friends. Let us start today's class. Today's class we have selected automobile engineering. Automobile engineering is today's subject. In this subject, a topic which we have selected is cooling system. Okay, cooling system we have selected. So we will be learning this cooling system. Okay, so first we'll write this cooling system. Okay, so the purpose of learning this cooling system, we can say all the heat produced by the combustion of fuel in the engine cylinders is not converted into useful power at the crankshaft. Okay, so now we will come to know what is the importance of this cooling system. Okay, importance of this cooling system, right? So first, in order to understand the importance of this cooling system, we will come to know how the energy is utilized. Okay, we will see how the energy is utilized, right? So first we will draw a table here, writing the heading distribution for the fuel energy. Okay, distribution for the fuel energy. So in this table we will see useful work at the crankshaft. Okay, useful work at the crank shaft is how much? It is 35%, right? So from the records, what we are understanding the importance of this cooling system is we have started writing the distribution for the fuel energy. So first distribution we can find here, useful work at the crankshaft is only 35%, right? So 35% is used as the work at the crankshaft. What about the remaining percentage? Now we will see the remaining percentage falls under the loss. Okay, so we can write here loss to the cylinder walls, loss to the cylinder walls is how much? It is 25%, right? So loss to the cylinder walls is 25%. Same loss in gases exhaust gases is 30%, right? Next, loss in friction, right? And friction, radiation, and and misfiring, these losses is 10%. Okay, so it is 35 plus 25, it is 60 plus 30, 90 plus 10 is 100%. So this we can put in a table so that we can understand it properly, right? So here comes the necessity of this cooling system. Okay, here comes the necessity of this cooling system. Now we will discuss what is the necessity of this cooling system, especially in automobile engineering, right? So it is seen that the quantity of heat given to the cylinder walls is considerable, right? And if this heat is not removed from the cylinders, it will result in the pre-ignition of the charge, right? So giving heat to the cylinder walls is considerable, right? But what we have to observe, what we have to do here is the heat has to be dissipated, right? Being engineers, we have to concentrate here how the generator heat is dissipated. So for this purpose comes the necessity of this cooling system. In addition, the lubricant would also burn away, thereby causing the seizing of the piston, right? So if the lubricant is burnt away, right, so we are providing lubricant, right, for the smooth working we are providing lubricant. If this heat is not dissipated, right, in a required time, what happens, there is a cause of seizing of the piston, right? So the piston will not work properly, right? So this is the perfect necessity of this cooling system, especially in automobile engineering. So if we are getting a question in our examination regarding this cooling system, these details we have to give on, we have to put on our answer sheet. Okay, these details we have to put on our answer sheet. Now we will see the methods of cooling. Okay, so we will move to the methods of cooling. So cooling means, we know already we are having sufficient technical knowledge, right? So methods of cooling means, whatever the methods will come in our mind. Methods, how many methods are there in cooling? Okay, so methods of cooling means, once we hear this word, just we remember air cooling and water cooling. Yes, once we hear these words, we will remember, first is air cooling, air cooling. Next one is water cooling, air cooling, and next one is water cooling. Like that we have to start our answer. Okay, like this we have to start our answer. See, the best way to get score good marks in this subject is our presentation, right? So even though we have good subject in our mind, we have to present it in a proper way, then only we can score good marks in this subject. Okay, right. Now if we talk about this air cooling, the heat dissipated depends upon surface area of metal into contact with air, okay, and mass flow rate of air, temperature difference between the heated surface and air, conductivity of metal. Okay, conductivity of metal. So I'll write here, right? So first one in this air cooling, it depends on surface area of metal into contact with air. Okay, okay, so here we will write, the heat dissipated depends upon surface, it depends upon surface area of metal, surface area of metal into contact with air, into contact with air, right? Air is our medium here. Next one is mass flow rate. Next one is mass flow rate of air, mass flow rate of air. Okay, next one is temperature difference between the heated surface and air. Next one is temperature difference, temperature difference between the heated surface, the heated surface, heated surface and air. Okay, next one is conductivity of metal, conductivity of metal. Okay, conductivity of metal. These things we have to write under air cooling, right? What are these points? These points come under the heat dissipated factors, right? So these points comes under the heat dissipated factors. So now we will move to water cooling. So in this water cooling, right, we follow two systems in this water cooling. First is thermosiphon system, right? First is thermosiphon system, right? Next one is pump circulation system. Pump circulation system. Okay. Thermosiphon system is water cooling. Pump circulation system is water cooling. Okay. So these in this thermosiphon system and pump circulation system, the medium is water. Okay. So with this water, the cooling is arranged in a systematic manner. Okay, so like that we have to give the explanation. Okay, now talking about this air cooling, again we have to write advantages and disadvantages of air cooling. Okay, so we have to write advantages and disadvantages of air cooling. So first I will write here. Okay, now we will see the advantages and disadvantages of air cooling system, right? So we can write here, uh, here comes the advantages, right, and disadvantages, advantages and disadvantages of air cooling system. Okay, right, see, advantages, air cooling system, we have many advantages. So among those advantages we will discuss few things now. Air cooled engines are lighter because of the absence of the radiator, the cooling jackets and the coolant. Okay, so air cooling system, radiator is not there, right, cooling jacket is not there and coolant is not there. This is one advantage, so that the system weight is little bit less. So next advantage is they can be operated in extreme climates where the water may freeze. Okay, so if you go to cold areas, right, where the temperature is very less, in those conditions also air cooling system is operated successfully, where water gets freeze. Okay, that is one of most important advantage of air cooling system. Next advantage is maintenance is easier because the problem of leakage is not there. Okay, so in air cooling system there is no leakage, so maintenance is very easy for this air cooling system. So these points we can write under these advantages. And disadvantages, listen, the fan used is very bulky and absorbs a considerable portion of the engine power, about 5%, right? So it the fan absorbs 5% of the engine power to drive it. So that is one sort of disadvantage of this air cooling system. And one more disadvantage we can discuss here, that is air cooled engines are more noisy because of the absence of cooling water, which acts as sound insulator. So this is also one of the most disadvantage of air cooling system, right? Now we will move to this water cooling system. In this water cooling system, components of water cooling system are, so what are the components of this water cooling system? I will write here components. First one is radiator. First is radiator. Second is pressure cap and expansion reservoir. Pressure cap and expansion reservoir. Okay, reservoir. Third one is thermostat. Fourth is pump. Fifth is fan. Okay, so these things you have to write in your answer sheet. if you are getting a question regarding the cooling system, okay, regarding the cooling system. So we came to know the necessity of cooling system, we came to know the importance of cooling system, we came to know about the different types of cooling system, that is air cooling system and water cooling system, and we have discussed the advantages and disadvantages comparing this water cooling system and air cooling system. Okay friends, so that's all for today's class. If you have any queries, you can post in our comments box. I will give you a reply. Please subscribe our channel. Please like and share our channel. So just discuss with your friends about our channel, about the class for going on in our channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.